Right. Amongst yourselves. Right. So, hello, welcome one and all. We're back again. We got new dice being thrown about the place and it seemed to be cool. We left the game mid-fight last week. See what happened. Oh yes, they were fighting the hidden beast, weren't they? So there we go. We'll see what's going on with them. When we left you last week, I do believe you were fighting the hidden beast.
We were.
There we go. So I think the easy thing to do is obviously Arena's been on hold. Why can I hear myself?
Okay. Give us a minute on that.
I think the easy thing to do is obviously Arena's been on hold all this time because I can't remember which way you came in. So I'm just going to say Arena's been on hold all this time.
We left her back at the fort to make sure nothing else came.
Oh, I'm sure you did, but she obviously followed. Her and Amber obviously followed along after everything was okay, and obviously they've just arrived there. Then it's easier.
Okay.
Well, in my head, because the vampires that sometimes when gaseous, there was a second party of vampires that came in behind us, and it was eliminated by her. She's only just caught up with us now.
Quite possible. So I seem to recall that we finished the round. I've reset the bennies. The air elemental was pummeling vampires in the wall. So we shall start the next round with Rannick.
Right. Guess I best hit it again then.
Indeed. Certain people who haven't seen it.
Wait, didn't he have some wounds when we left last time?
Sorry?
The hidden beast, didn't he have wounds the last time?
You've definitely inflicted wounds upon him, yes.
Damn, he's going to be a hard one.
He's regenerated them since then.
Okay.
But yes,
I did enough for Apple.
I don't know. I think someone might be connecting. I don't know. No. Everything just went very slow for me as well.
Bert should be connecting soon here.
Yeah.
Right, I'll use my re-roll on it then.
Yeah, so anyway, what was I trying to do? I was waiting for it to open. Oh. Just lose the...
2.
Ugly. Day of the Tentacle, if it was all shriveled and carbonized.
That was the wrong die. There. That side is what I need to roll.
Flipping heck.
There we go.
That's cool.
It's not invisible anymore, is it?
It's not. Nor is it invulnerable, because I hit it with a magic wibbly thing.
You hit it with a magically wibbly thing, did you?
I did.
Yeah, enchanted as well. I put
It's
some
smited and enchanted.
Okie doke. What? 39 points. Sorry, I watched David Tennant.
I was about to say thank you, David Tennant.
Well, an instant. Oh, hang on. Is it unstoppable? Because if it's unstoppable, please be unstoppable.
If it's not, you soaked 1 wound and there's a wound cap of 4. So if it's not taken any wounds because it's regenerated them all, it's taken 3 wounds, hasn't it?
I know, but it's not. I was hoping it was unstoppable for pure. There we go.
So when you talk about David Tennant, is that because you're going back to watching old series? Is it something new?
No. I for the first time in I don't know how long, I actually watched Doctor Who.
We've not seen it yet.
Aye.
No, but we know.
Is this the wrong time to confess that
Is that not like years old, is it not?
And my lower trait has gone off me.
The only reason I watched it is because they brought back Tegan and Ace, and I thought, right, I'm going to have to watch it.
All right, okay, so this is... Right, so it is something new then.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the latest episode just been aired.
Jodie
Is
Whittaker's
this- okay.
last episode.
Because Octala Cullagit in Aldenic. Is this the wrong time to confess I've never seen a single episode of Doctor Who?
It's
Oh
absolutely
my
fine.
god.
It's absolutely fine. You're American.
don't know.
You're allowed to not have watched it. Being American, it's required watching for English people. Obviously, well, maybe not anymore. It used to be.
And my mate James was David Tennant's stand-in.
I saw that.
I've shared dressing rooms with James at the theatre.
And you shook off the lower trait. Okay.
I did.
Conrad, with a snappy new picky, you're up.
Righty ho. Right, well, it's shaken.
Cool, big.
It's still within range, isn't it? Melee range. I don't have this big spear that he does.
Yeah, it squares up in the air.
Is something not working? What is not working? I know what's not working.
Yeah, there she is.
Aye, but is that within range of me? I don't think so.
But you're standing right in front of it.
Aye, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
2 squares. It's 2 squares up, though, is it not?
Not
yes,
anymore. It's not.
No, yes, I forgot. It's got wall walker. It was climbing the wall to get away from. So yes, you'll probably have to range hit it. I forgot. It's got wall walker. It was climbing up the wall, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah,
Aye,
but it is stuck
obviously-
in place up the wall.
Rannick Rannick ignores that because he's got a massive spear. He's got a reach weapon.
He does indeed.
So
That big long stick.
let's try this. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am actually going to go up and smash the wall.
There we go. That's working now. You're going to go up and smash the wall
Yeah.
with your Earth Elemental dice.
No, or maybe not. It's the case. Maybe. Bennett for a laugh. Terrible rolls. My dice are broken. Yeah, because I've got a maul that does extra damage to constructs. I was going to try and knock it off the wall, but alas, he fails to make the result. So this test is irrelevant.
The hidden beast is no longer shaken. Spend a penny on that. Okay, hidden beasts go. Okay, what's it going to do? That's a very good question. I think it might multi-action, and the tabs are getting caught on the window side there. So first thing I think I'm going to do is, was it area of effect? Oh, it's area of effect. Okay, dokie. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is drop a small burst template down below me. Like so.
Okay.
And then fail to cast, so I'll spend a penny on that.
Yeah. Did it break free of the binding? That means it can't do anything else apart from break free of its binding.
Yes. It's only entangled, it's not bound.
Is it? It says bound on. It says bound on the combat tracker.
It broke free last week, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
You can represent them.
Yeah, look, it says entangle.
And then it says #Ent. Does that mean it's turned into a tree-like beast, so it's really vulnerable to fire?
No, it's just because autocomplete doesn't work on that one.
Right.
Right, I'll just put entangled like that. That's easier. I think that's the problem. That's why it probably said Ent on it. Okay, where are we? Right, what did I do? I cast.
Oh my word.
Right, don't touch the microphone.
I cast a successful dispel. So, who put the smite upon you all?
I
You did, didn't
I
you?
smited.
Okay, so it'll be your fate roll, please.
Before you remove that, remember my special scimitar? I think dispel fails the first time that you. Yep, dispel fail.
You're
once
not
a
being
day.
dispelled, so you're okay.
Oh.
That's the point. Presumably, its regeneration isn't prevented by a fire trapping, because that's what Dondrad's smite is. It heats the metal up, so it does burny hot damage.
Yes, it would be if I haven't altered it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to find something else to stop it regenerating. Then, okay. Oh dear.
Okay, so I've rolled fighting, right, and it should have supposed to have been faith, wasn't it? But it doesn't make a difference. It's still an 8, still a fail.
Okay, so that means Dondrad's smite is dispelled, Rannick's smite is dispelled, and Nukam's smite is dispelled. Jelson's fine, she's outside the area of effect.
Yeah,
Okay,
but Joseph's going to do something really stupid if you guys don't kill it before it.
Hang on, that's an area of effect, yes?
Yes.
So mine might not be dispelled. No, because I saw that coming and backed out of the area of effect before it happened.
You saw the there's no visible trappings for a dispel, I'm afraid. So you don't know it's a...
It doesn't matter.
Bollocks, it doesn't matter.
Because I've got uncanny reflexes.
Area attack. Oh, and effects. Bugger.
Yeah.
Well, you rolled a 3, so you failed. Because the spell does not normally give you a chance to evade.
I'm
so
knackered,
you failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm dispelled. Never mind.
Because because it's a dispel, and dispel that cannot normally be evaded. You get -2, which means I'm afraid you do fail. Okay, and actually, I should have just let it hit. I should have just let it be incapacitated by you, but that's by the by now. It's too late. It'll save me some bennies. Okay, so I'm going to target Dondrad, and I'm targeting. It smacks you with its tentacles. Okay, missing both of you. Hang on. Why? Protection also goes down as well. Does that make any difference? No, because the shield of arrow. Hang on, an arrow deflection shield wouldn't do it. Dondrad's shroud would be down, so that would do it. I should have turned off more than just the stealth shroud. Okay, so that goes, that goes, that goes. That goes, that goes, and that goes. But I think you still missed, even on I think a 7 still misses both of you. But there we go. That brings us to Bert, who isn't here, so we'll put him on hold. Well, actually, in fact, we know what he does. He's pummeling.
He's carrying on smashing up.
Yeah, he's pummeling. He's pummeling vampires.
He's off to fight the vampires.
Yeah, it's a full round action. It's a full round action, isn't it, to incapacitate her?
Yeah, they have left the room and gases formed and then reformed in their coffins, which are now being buffeted by high velocity winds.
It brings us to Irina.
They missed the Buffet the Vampire Slayer, never mind. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Alright, maybe it was just not a good enough joke.
Just didn't hear the joke.
I said Buffet the Vampire Slayer.
Alright.
Okay. I'm going to come into the room, see what's going on, and turn into a green dragon. Or at least that's the idea. Why can't I? Yeah, I did. She's just behind everything. Okay. So, I'll come in first. Then I will transform. Probably get to there first and transform, actually.
Oh. Final thing I'm going to do is climb up the wall.
Ooh.
Hey, Stunty, look, we're driving it up wall. Must be angry with us.
Green dragon adult with a raise, please. And
Can
because
he
we get-
climb?
Trying to work out you got enough room to do that in here, but I think so, judging by the artwork.
if I haven't, then give me one down. But yeah, I've also added the duration, but I can add another thing as well. So I'll put hurry on myself as well, because I can get that without spending extra, thanks to my special dubry.
Max. Green. Green dragon adult on arena. I'll get used to the fact I've swapped the tables around one day. It's definitely mucking me around. Okay. Means that your size is now 4. Makes you space 2. You've got the race, so your vigor goes up, your toughness goes up, and your strength goes up. Oh, bollocks. I did it in the wrong place. Let's try that again.
No.
Your vigor. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was doing it on the wrong monster anyway. So good job I undid that. So your strength goes up, your vigor goes up, and your toughness goes up.
And I get +2 speed, so pace. What is it? Hurry.
+2 pace.
+2 pace.
Your pace becomes 9, and you get SWAT.
Lovely.
That doesn't. Definitely getting pauses today.
Not you can do it. No, but you look a bit.
There we go. You have SWAT. You
And-
are green.
And just for
You've
the
got
sake
green,
of it,
green
I'll
magical
roll.
dice then.
I can make my dice green and magical. Why not? I mean, not actual magical, but I can make them green and pretty.
You have to get him to buy them for you.
Too broke at the moment. way too broke.
Hey, I'm joking.
And don't worry, as soon as I'm not too broke, I will buy them. I'm that much of a sucker.
We were,
But,
yeah, exactly. We were playing with them last week, weren't we? Well, that was the first time they were out. I took him. That's nice. They're the nature dice. I like the nature dice. So you did. You were doing a roar, didn't you? I think that's an intimidation attempt, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll probably be useless at it, but I'll do it anyway.
Okay, it's the hidden beast spirit.
Oops. Why is it doing that?
You shook it.
No, that was a D20
that was
that they rolled.
D20 roll.
Oh,
Let me actually roll my intimidation. I was just testing the dice with that. Would you stop that happen? Thank you.
yeah, you
Although,
shook it.
the D4 is a bit decent, so...
Yeah, I shook it. Thank you, no. Okay.
Oh.
Amber's probably staying hidden, sensibly.
Yeah, just peek round the corner going, yeah, I'm staying here.
And
he-
Johnson with her new dice.
He wasn't able to climb
Oh,
because
She did go back.
he wasn't able to climb because he was still entangled, right? Hello?
Good point.
Okay,
Very
well,
good.
and this is going to forever establish what you already knew, that Jelsa has a lot more conviction than common sense.
But
And I'm going to multi-action.
Just
And
gonna
I'm
go
going to
grab
I'm going to teleport over onto his neck. And then I'm going to stab him with my scimitar.
Yep, he can't. Good call. He can't have moved up a square because he's entangled.
And I'm clinging to one of his tentacles around his neck.
Okay. Look at that lovely sparkle.
Awesome.
It's quite
Yes, the new
subtle,
dice
unlike
seem
her.
yes, the new dice seem incredibly lucky.
Yeah, someone was complaining about that in Cthulhu because, of course, you don't want high rolling dice in Cthulhu. They do seem unnaturally good players, the new dice. Good, I nerfed it. Oh, you okay?
Well, I even shook him with just a 14.
You shook and wounded him with a 14 because someone intimidated him.
And also, not only that, you should be rolling an extra d6 of damage because he's vulnerable and you've got sneak attack.
He's not vulnerable, is he? Because you're distracted when you're entangled.
Well, last time I asked that question, you said, no, we're not using the thing where they're vulnerable rather than distracted just at entangle because that's the advanced player's guide and we're not using that
I
yet.
can't remember. Okay, point taken. I thought it was the old rule was distracted.
Then I got to roll a spirit to clear my lower trait.
Yep, go for it. Well, the beast is injured.
Like I said, more spirit, more conviction than common sense. And I'm now clinging to its neck and hanging on to one of its tentacles with my scimitar in my hand, screaming in gnomish language that none of you understand.
Okay, you find that you completely shake off the lower spellcasting curse upon you. Okay, that looks good.
Conviction before I end this round, or is it still good the next round?
Conviction lasts until the end of your next turn.
Then I'm good.
He's crying a lot because he's upset right now. Okay, so that's the end of that round. New round. Let's see what happens.
He's got a crazy little nose.
Jelsa with the Joker. Jelsa with the Joker.
Yep, and conviction.
Yeah,
And
now for the record, conviction doesn't expire until you end your turn, so you do not necessarily have to maintain it at the start of your go. If you know what I mean, if you put the bad guy down, then you get the conviction, but you need to spend a penny to keep it going.
Oh, I'm gonna spend a penny.
Yep.
Oh, I missed clinging to him. Is beyond me, but
Well, it's not so much it's basically he's got magical protection. So your blade skitters off its side for some reason, but that's a hit.
no, it doesn't.
It did the first time, didn't it? That time. That'll be another wound because it's shaken already, isn't it? So that's going to be a second wound upon it. Bang.
And then I need to spend the conviction now before I end the turn.
If you want to maintain it, you need to spend the conviction.
Oh yeah, as long as I'm clinging to this thing, I'm going to be hanging on to conviction. Trust me.
Okay, no problem. The hidden beast remains shaken. Well, I'm going to spend a penny so it can unshake. I think the thing I'm going to do then is I think it's just going to use its two tentacles to grab onto the annoying thing across its back, pick it up and throw it across the room. And that misses both times.
Because I'm a slippery little thing.
You are indeed. I needed a 6. Yeah, I'll spend a penny on that.
Because of course you will.
Oh. It's dramatically appropriate that I do.
It's not going to negate my magical dice.
I got the 6. Except, of course, the bloody entanglement nobbled me. Damn, darn it, gosh darn it. If I'd remembered that. If I'd remembered that. Oh, I get to regenerate before the end of the turn, though. Bink. Irina, you're up.
Okay. Right, sorry. 2 squares up.
Jelsa's sitting on it.
Jelsa's sitting in it. Arse. That makes me rethink. Has Jelsa been yet this round?
Yes, she got the Joker.
Don't worry about me, Irina. I'll be fine. Like I said, more conviction than common sense.
What if I breathe acid on you? You'll be fine.
Who knows? I might be.
She's a gnome. She's intrigued to find out.
Hey, what can it do? It better not burn my hair. Don't burn my hair.
It won't burn your hair. It'll just dissolve it. Actually, no, it's chlorine gas, isn't it? Oh no, they changed it. Used to be chlorine gas. What are they bringing now?
Acid.
Chlorine gas was much more unpleasant.
I do cause fear, but I don't think that's going to affect it somehow. All right, well, you said it, so raised up so that it doesn't encompass the people below, though. I will.
It's acid. It would logically drip downwards.
Well, in that case,
I'm being mean.
you're going to let me target it without targeting Schnookums, Bert, and no, not Bert.
You just have to target just target Jelsa in it, and you'll be fine. You can do it as a string, can't you, rather than a cone, can't you? Must be a Pathfinder thing, because in AD&D they still breathe poison gas.
It is cone template, but I can always move myself. If I move myself, like, over there or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, a critical failure means obviously you cover everyone in acid on the ground.
Well, let's hope we don't do that then.
Facing the right way, hadn't we? We have had you facing the right way. There we go.
Yeah, I don't want to shoot myself up the backside.
Okay, it's slightly annoying that because of breath weapons being an athletics roll, it does that, but I can ignore all that rubbish. Okay, so you rolled. I've lost it. Arena, you rolled an 11. Okay, so well, mind you, we can see what happens here. They get it.
It rolled my defense automatically.
It did. It really comes down to it will automatically roll agility against athletics, but agility, the hidden beast's agility and his athletics are exactly the same, so that's okay.
And it's not an opposed roll anyway, because it's a hit roll to see if you hit, and you do 46 damage with a green dragon's breath, and you got a race. You'd have another 2d6 damage onto that.
Okay, fine.
Did that take off the
What's
first
that?
Another d6.
I can't tell.
21. It's actually 21.
Doswell, I can't tell from mine. Did it deduct the first 4 of damage on that for me because of my energy heart?
You rolled a 14. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's saying I was shaken.
That's because it did creative combat.
Then take the shaken off me. I ain't shaken.
You're not shaken. You're not shaken. Oh, I see what you were saying. No, that's just the damage roll. But you're fine. Someone forgot to remove the targeting from you before they do 21 points of damage into the hidden beast. The hidden beast cries out in pain as it's basically hit by acid.
And I'm going to yell to Irene, good job, I told you I'd be fine.
It was the weirdest thing you've seen. Basically, Jelsa, as the acid comes flying towards the beast, Jelsa just jumps upwards and the acid covers the creature and then she lands back down on it. It's amazing.
Nice moves, everyone.
I think we're Bertless tonight, aren't we? I'm going to put Bert on
I think
hold.
we are.
Fiction than common sense.
Haven't seen anything.
I've never known he's not come without saying he's not coming.
No, but that just could mean he's got no internet.
Yeah, that's true.
Mr. Don of the Drad.
Now this this is actually it is an undead creature.
It is, yeah.
It is an undead creature. So I wonder if I could do something like that.
Tried to bite you a bunch earlier on, actually, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
Do that easily.
Very quiet. He's planning something. I can hear the cogs whirring from here.
I know, you can hear the cogs going around. Right, multi-action. Target it. Cast Dispel Magic on it to see if this works. This is going to be at -3, quite harsh.
Failed.
I will Benny that for a laugh. My dice are definitely broken, aren't they? Anyway, so, and then the second action, it doesn't require a dice roll. I will spend 2 power points and I will cast Destroy Undead.
You need sparkly magical dice, Dondre.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely Lack of Sparkles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lack of
I
sparkles.
agree.
You need dice with holy auras, that's what you need.
Yeah, actually, you as a
holy
paladin, you
dice.
need aura dice, don't you? As a paladin, you need the aura dice.
So the creature needs to take a spirit roll or it takes a wound.
Spirit roll or takes a wound. Okie dokie.
As I glare at it.
You're a very naughty creature. Don't do it again.
Oh, no bother at all. Look at that.
Yeah, I put +2 in just to negate the entangle penalty because, of course, it's.
I need a nap after this. I need a nap.
Right, I'm going to try and stab it really hard again because that's what Rannick's good
It's
at.
got me fatigue.
You crit failed, didn't you? That's where you got your fatigue from.
No,
Yeah,
the fatigue came from something else because most of us are fatigued.
We're all
Oh, it hit
fatigued.
you with a spell, didn't it? That fatigued you.
Yeah.
Yeah, miss.
But I get a reroll because it's undead.
Yeah, miss.
And I'm going to spend a Benny because I don't like it.
Yeah, miss.
I'm going to spend another Benny because I've got loads. I critically fail and hit Delta.
Oh,
I said
geez.
Jelsa. Right, roll for damage. You've target Jelsa and roll for damage.
Puzzle teasing.
She stabbed Jelsa off the as you knock Jelsa. Well, you stabbed Jelsa.
That's a brilliant evil laugh. Who did that?
I don't know. It must have been Lone Wolf because I didn't do it. That was awesome.
It's me.
Oh,
You've got a very good evil laugh.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Ben.
I'm going to try Benny in that.
Okay. As Radix skewers Jelsa through the stomach.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Look at that sparkle, guy.
Because I did another one of my nice little angelic moves. You know?
Yeah, she does. She ducks at the. She literally backflips upwards as the stab goes right through where she was for 1 second earlier. My word, that's the end of this round by the look of things.
Well,
She's really better when she's not cold.
She's definitely better when she's not cold. Well, you're underground at the moment. That's why she's probably not cold. And it's Rannick.
Well, we're going to try that again, and I'm going to say, jump up again. Go on, Spark. Jump again. Jump again.
You ain't the boss of me, Rannick.
You miss.
All right.
You hit. Mm,
I did hit.
you
But you
did.
hit him.
That one.
You crit fail this time.
Okay. Where is he? He's down here somewhere. He's not invulnerable to that. He is incapacitated. He turns immediately gaseous.
Must fall to the floor at this point.
You do
We shall.
indeed.
Not immediately gay.
We need Bert back so we can follow the gas to where it's going, and then he can smash it.
Oh, that's a good point. Bert would have incapacitated the last round. Okay.
Perfect now.
Hurrah! We were concerned.
Isn't that spooky? Isn't that spooky? He finishes off the last one and appears.
Sorry, I'm late.
Bert's here just in time to follow the gas and smash it when it turns into not gas anymore.
Okie dokie. Arena. Jelsa falls, taking 5 points of damage with a toughness 7. That means all that happens is Jelsa lands. I'll let you make an athletics roll, Jelsa. If you
Catch her.
Jelsa just makes an athletics roll. If she does, she can land on one knee and one fist.
3 points to hero landing.
Which she does.
Perfect 3-point landing! More conviction, common sense.
Okie dokie. And, oh, sorry, Arena. I didn't mean to. I pressed F11 by mistake. Arena's up. And I shall take Bert off hold and deal him into the fight. Okay. Arena,
What happens
you
if I inhale it?
What happens if you what?
Inhale it.
You can't. It's gas.
Can't inhale gas. That's a bollocks for
Oh,
us.
sorry. Inhale it. Yeah, wouldn't be able to. It's a gaseous form. I mean, even if you inhale it, all it would do is pass through your body and out on its turn, is what I'm trying to say.
I see. It wouldn't do anything.
What would happen if Irina took a really deep breath and then breathed out acid?
Yeah, I was wondering exactly that. GM has no bloody clue, but has to invent the answer to that.
Well, I actually, fortunately, I do know exactly what will happen to it. Okay, so you want to inhale the gaseous form of the monster and then breathe acid.
Yeah.
Righty-ho. Okay, so you're going to have to... First things first, you're going to have to move in to there, so you can inhale it. Then where do you want to move after that?
Want to turn away from everybody else and breathe it at the wall. So basically turn my back to everyone and breathe it away. So stay roughly where I am, but...
Like that.
Yeah. Because I don't want to breathe it at people.
Okay.
You know, you don't know if you don't try.
You breathe it out. You breathe out acid melting the wall. There we go.
Okay.
You breathed it. Yeah, okay. Okay, Donjad. First time I've seen anyone inhale a vampire.
Dawn of the Dread. I just wonder, right, whether that would actually work or not.
What I just did, well, blatantly not.
No, that won't work. That won't work either.
It's just so silly. I love it. Which reminds me.
Right, here's an idea. I'm going to use my stonework knowledge. Where's it going?
You have no idea.
Yeah,
Yet.
but come on,
Neither fit now.
expert in masonry. Where's the crack it's going to go through?
Well, I imagine there's a bloody big one on this wall here where the wall's just melted. But yeah, I don't know. Go for it. See what you can do.
If I go to there, I mean, there's not a lot I can do with it, right? But I just want to know what hole it's going down. Because Bert's still an Bert's still an air elemental, so I want to follow it basically.
Okay, you gotta follow it. That's absolutely fine.
So that's it. That's my entire round action. I'm just following this gas to find out what hole it's going to go in, so I can tell Bert when he makes a reappearance.
It's there.
And I'm going to use my dwarven knowledge of stonework to identify the right crack it went down.
It moves that way. Okay. That brings us to Bert. He's finished destroying the vampires in the wall.
Okay, Bert will fly out of his crack. Wait, no. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll continue coming this direction. Has the hidden ghost, has the hidden smoke, not a beast anymore, has the hidden smoke gone someplace specific?
Not yet. Well, it just moved off the wall in a northerly direction.
And we'll be meeting a warm front and combining to cause rain.
In that case, I'm going to, instead, I'm going to move up to here, and I'm going to examine the dais, etc., and see if I can find any cracks that it might be headed towards.
Okay. I can click on it. I will. Out. There we go. There do appear to be a number of fissures. I've lost it. A number of fissures in and around the dais in the centre of the room.
Are they drowning in the air?
A perch, a trout.
The fissures, not fishes.
Ah, right.
Yeah, but we like every opportunity for a bad joke.
Yeah, you've got to put more soul into it.
All right, you win.
Oh, come on. These are all just floundering. Okay, I'm going to pick a random fissure and proceed down to the opening that I'm going to find down at the bottom of this.
Okay, well, yeah, basically you will lead down 30 feet into a circular cavern, 8 yards in diameter. But obviously, to be honest, you'll be waiting for... it's slower than you, and I'm not going to worry too much about it, because you found the way and you head down there, and obviously you're going to kill it when it gets there, so bang.
It did.
Actually, I'm not going to make you worry too much about that. So,
Okay, so a couple minutes later, Bert will come flying back out and go, "Hey guys, I think the room is secure."
Hey, where's that little Morvic guy? Morvic. Whatever.
He led you there, didn't he? But he didn't say come in with it.
We gotta go find him, because I want to know if he can find a nice, safe way to get us back to the fort. Because I remember we had roasted auk there, didn't we? That stuff was really good, and I'm starving after all that effort.
Plenty of roasted auk.
Actually, that's a very good point. Let's do that. You have got it. You have killed the hidden beast. We are all indebted and grateful. I promise we will I would promise you a reward once myself and the others could orchestrate it. Thank you.
Well, in the meantime, Morgiv, can you get us back to the fort without being seen? We had roasted ox there that was really good, and I really need a rest. And you guys could watch so we can get some rest.
Indeed, of course. Already, my friends are gathering together and hunting down the remaining vampiric skulks. But most of them have already fled down deep. We will find them. We will find them soon enough. But indeed, I shall indeed lead you back. And he does so.
Yeah, this bugger didn't have anything fancy on his chair, did he?
What, the skeleton?
Aye.
Aye. Just the bones.
Right.
Okay, so we have
we're back to the fort, and I can eat, and we can get some rest, because if I recall, we're all fatigued from something that thing did.
We are.
And resting would let us recover some power points for those. And Morgiv and his buddies are going to keep an eye out and make sure nothing bothers us, so we can get a nice, refreshing rest. And because they know these tunnels, so they can get us through here without,
what's going to happen is basically you're going to rest up. You're going to regain all your power points. Obviously, shape changes will expire. I'm just going to assume you. Yeah, I'll assume the basic. What I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to sort of fudge it in a slight way in the fact that basically you go back, you have a good meal, and rest and recuperate. Get rid of any fatigue. Get rid of anything else. The net result being that it is quite a few hours later when the skulk returns. He again seems very happy to see you all and hands you a leather bag. Then says, "I will leave you for now, but we will return. We will be nearby if you need help." With that, he scampers.
Well, no, show us back into the tunnel so we can find our way up to find Karzog without being seen by them giants out there somewhere.
No, certainly, yes. Okay, he will hang around then. But he has handed you a leather bag.
What does this guy look like if you happen to have a picture?
He looks like that.
Well, yeah, that's just his head.
That's all I got.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's have a look.
And he only speaks Thessalonian, so you and I are the only one who've been able to understand him anyway, Irina.
Oh, okay.
Is this what's in the bag? The magical bolt, the magical elixir, and the broken rock hammer, or is that something else?
Oh, I haven't done the bag yet. No one said they'd opened it.
Okay. So what's in the bag then?
Jelsa will open it if nobody else will. Curiosity will get the better of her.
She's always got the better of her.
She wanted to be sure that he'd take us back into the tunnels safely before.
Ooh,
okay.
magic.
As you open the first thing you notice is as you open the bag that it's bigger on the inside.
It's another bag of holding.
Don't put it in my backpack or your
my
bag.
So somebody else has this one. I can tell it's a bag of holding because of this. Pull out a magical staff.
Indeed. In fact, yes.
Is he willing to tell us what all this stuff is?
Doesn't know.
Figure it out.
Gives the party some news. The brethren have already managed to reclaim one of the old shrine. Mulgrave tells you that his brethren already managed to reclaim one of the old shrines, and they decided that the treasures they found in the shrine should be given to you. So that's what he says as he hands over the bag. So it's stuff they found from a shrine. So, okay. That's the staff.
Staff of healing. Oh, hubba. Oh, nice. Likey. Other than me, is there anybody who wants a staff? Because we've now got 2 magical staffs. I'll take that as a no. And I'll start using this one instead of the one I've got and shove the one I've got in my bag of holding.
Though that staff of healing is used with spirit or faith.
Ah.
Might be better for the druid to use the faith staff.
Well, would the druid like the faith staff?
Sure, the druid can take the staff.
All right, then, here you go. Have an awesome staff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need the healing because I've got healing built in, and
Leonards!
well, it's true. If I use a staff, I have to walk up and touch you. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's not just healing. It's got healing, relief with restoration, and healing and neutralise poison and disease. Also, it's helpful as a walking stick.
Jels's got
Yeah,
give
it to Bert because it's better to have 2 people with that, 2 people with different abilities. You know what I mean? Don't put all your healing spells in one
I think
bag.
that is definitely a bonus.
For those who know what I'm talking about, Declan says, "Let the bennies flow." Declan obviously be
Yay!
Oh. I've no idea what this scroll is. Dondrad, would you take a look at it?
Yes, there's 2 of them.
Oh, that one. That will be. Let me see. Hang on.
That's the typo. We'll have to deal with that one.
What's this? Is this a Thessalonian?
You're not supposed to have fatigue on you anymore.
I don't.
No,
So why?
It's not something to.
Yeah, but the scroll is.
It clearly says magic scroll on back. It's a scroll of magic.
Thanks, Running.
Oh, wait a minute. See if you hold it the other way up. That helps. We're upside down. See?
Versus gravity.
No, we were holding it upside down.
Oh, all right.
Wait, you can't count, but you know what gravity is?
What do you mean I can't count?
You can count.
Well, of course, he's got a lot of experience in gravity after he falls over quite a lot. So
That's true.
Oi! I'm right here, you know.
Yeah, and surprisingly, you're on your feet.
I like the new dice, although
You can go off some people, you know, Bert.
Pathfinder's too bright.
Okay,
Sparkly
let's
dice to
have a
shout
look at
properly.
these elixirs.
Might have to do a darker theme for Crimson Throne.
Those are easier.
Think.
What does it give you bigger boobs?
Elixir of the Beats.
It enables you to make great tarts.
Means you're immune to effects of high altitude.
We could have done with that on the way here.
Oh, and gain +2 on athletics and survival rolls in mountainous terrain.
Cool.
I
Do
might
they
do a
count as
full
having
scrolls left.
weight? Do those count as having any weight to them?
No, it would appear not.
Then let
It's
Jelsa
kind of
have
like
them.
potions. Potions have no weight.
I'll take a couple of them, but I don't need them all.
We're getting feedback on you two again.
So, did I guess what the magic scroll was with 4?
Did you guess which one? There's
The one we held up, right?
You mean the one I ID'd as the Scroll of Resurrection?
Okay.
Well, I didn't want all 8 of them. It took all 8 for some reason. Oh, wait. What the hell just happened there?
Good question, don't know. Because there are 8 still in the description. Oh well, I'll have a look at one of the sets of 2 magical scrolls.
You take them.
Do you want to go with? Do you want to go with the top one or the bottom one?
Oh, I feel lucky on the bottom one.
Okay. 2
Ooh.
scrolls of relief with restoration.
Well, that's a relief.
And what's the top one?
Are you rolling for that? Or... Oh, yes, you are.
You can never distract me, mate. Oh, he blends perfectly with Dark Sun. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. I've got to make a Spelljammer theme yet for my next campaign. And you're doing the last one there. Okay, the last one are 2 scrolls of major healing.
Yeah, so basically they've robbed a magical pharmacy for us.
Looks like it.
Well, they did say it came from a shrine, didn't they?
Aye.
Through that.
It's one of their old shrines they managed to reclaim, yes. And don't forget there's a bag of holding as well to boot.
Yep, somebody else better have that. Who hasn't got one yet? It's a bit ridiculous that we don't say that.
Well, I don't have one.
And I
don't
got
have a
that
bad-
magical haversack thingy, so.
Yeah, go ahead and take it, Dondrad. You've got all that metal stuff, and I know metal can get kind of weighty.
Well, I
so-
know, to be honest, I just carry it without the bag of holding because I like it chafing. So,
Okay, in that case, I'll take it.
sorry, I'll have it. So, I've grown up now. I've given away my masochism to a certain degree.
No, because you've got
Still can't see how that's driving.
Hey.
Oh, I'm actually encumbered. Fantastic.
Actually encumbered.
I'm actually encumbered because I picked up a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Just there and now. Just triggered there and now.
Yeah, I've been trying to replicate the backpack code for the bag of holding and for the fantasy companion, and it's failing miserably at the moment. But I'm trying to get it work it out.
No, but it is. It's the bag of
think you did.
holding that is.
Bags of holding are heavy, but of course everything that's in them is meant to weigh nothing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So how come they pay £25?
I thought they weighed
Because they
50.
carry 200. Well, the minor one's 25 and carries 250 pounds, doesn't it? The major one's 50 and carries 500 pounds.
That's the one I've got.
Yeah, it would. I suspect they weigh so much because they're always carrying the extra planar space inside them, aren't they?
The weight of the magics is upon your shoulder.
Indeed, a ruining.
Wow.
Morgiv does show you some routes that you can use to get past the what I'm looking for, giants, and so you can basically get you can sort of pop out. I think you would pop out about there. I think is where you got to before. So that's where the path will take you to when you want to use the path through the glacier.
Well, we should have a nap and then go and have a look again.
Well,
see what else we can find.
Logic is you should have all your PowerPoints back, all your fatigues gone, and everything else.
And I reheated some of this arcade. You want some arcade?
Indeed, this lot
stuff
great.
is really good. There was lots of it.
Are you planning to play on Saturday?
Could you repeat, please?
Right, that's my.
What was that, Elspeth?
I said the auk. Remember, you roasted a bunch of the auk when you.
Oh, yeah.
Not about
brought him
pumpkins,
back,
just
and we've
possibly
been munching
pumpkin
away on it.
related.
At least Jalsa has. Nobody else seems to appreciate it, but that's part of the reason she's trying to come back here. All that.
Oh,
all that conviction.
And I bet that Amber and Snookums are encouragingly, enjoying them.
But not to worry. Watch it anyway. It'll be fun.
Don't know about the others, but after all that fighting those things, especially that big hidden beast, was like that took a lot of energy. That's why I talked Morgiv into bringing us back here to rest, and we could have rested anyway, but the auk was back here.
Well, I'm definitely enjoying the barbecue.
Well, I'll eat some, and then we should probably get up with finding this Karzog bloke because it can't be that. Well, they're going to spot us at some point. Quicker we deal with him, less time he's got to prepare.
Well, but by going through the tunnels, and they know what's there, so we're not gonna have to deal with them horrible giants that you couldn't count. Lots.
Just moving you. Just moving you. Carry on talking, but I'm sort of just moving you up the map for when we rejoin the party, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Are we taking everything out of the party sheet? We should. Let's give some more to Bert.
Rannick wants to check out this circular building here. It looks kind of important. You said there was, I think when you described it before, it was kind of a round building with a pyramid on top.
It does sound interesting.
An immense dome of stone rises at the end of the elevated road here. The structure towers 500 feet in height. It is capped by a smaller dome that brings the total height to nearly 700 feet. 700 feet in all. Numerous arches and openings decorate the building's sides, all allowing access to its cavernous interior.
Ooh.
Oh, that's bloody big, that is.
You have a succinct way of completely belittling the grandeur of architecture, you know.
Oh, architecture's all nice and like got fancy bits, but it's still bloody big.
Yes, it's bloody big.
I mean, it could look the same but be small. That one's bloody big. One's in Sandpoint are very far away.
Oh.
Right, well, I'll go and check out inside, see if there's out in there. I mean, it might be worth us having somewhere we can camp a bit further up the city, you know.
And choose the nice subtle hiding building, of course.
Well, aye. And Rannick will try and...
we can see it from everywhere so that we can identify where we're supposed to be going to regroup if necessary.
That's actually a pretty good point.
So Rannick's going to sneak up on it and check out and see if it's currently inhabited.
I love the idea of sneaking up in a building in case it notices you.
Kelly
No,
Lee.
things in building
You can hear
notice
it
me.
again. You can hear it as you're walking in this area again. You can hear that the whispering on the wind.
The whispering on the wind?
Isn't that a song?
That's Whistle Down the Wind.
Oh, yeah.
No, to Kelly. Well, I've forgotten how to pronounce it again. Hang
Oh,
on.
to Kelly Lee.
Yep, supposedly that's what it's meant to be sounded like. Anyway.
Where can I hear that coming from?
It's the wind whistling through the spires of the city.
Right. Okay.
So all around.
Well, it's a little bit disquieting, but I'll check out inside this building now. If
Memory.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate the mind link if you're going in someplace. I'm not going with you because, well, it could be things in there that will kill you.
Kelly Lee to Kelly Lee. High in the mystical mountain valley where the wind cuts just right between the jagged peaks, you can hear. So it's the jagged peaks. You can hear the otherworldly voice of the ancients piping.
You mean the sound is being made by the mountains of madness?
See you Sunday. Indeed. Okay, where were we? The interior of this building is mostly open, creating a truly impressive enclosed area once used as a grand place for the most gifted stone giants of ancient Xin-Shalast to practice the art of monument construction, apparently. Not that you know the last bit, but anyway.
God, I bet that was loud.
So basically it's a monumental mason's shop. It's got some gravestones knocking around.
All that remains of whatever there was in there is a heap of rubble 100 feet high in the centre of the area.
He came to get stoned, I get it.
Well, it ain't exactly comfy, but like Bert says, we can spot it from a ways off, and doesn't appear to be any bugger in here.
I'm exceptionally curious about the triangular building to the north.
Can I have a notice check, please?
You can.
Appears to be some sort of chair crafted at some sort of altar that seems to that you reckon is about 30 feet tall atop the pile of rubble, very crudely built. It seems to be formed of hundreds of bones bound with lengths of sinew. to form a rough approximation of a humanoid shape.
Okay, I'd like to climb up the rock if it seems to be safe to just look at this a bit closer.
Okie dokie.
Utterly disturbing.
Okay, so maybe this place isn't quite that abandoned. This is a little bit concerning.
Indeed, Rooney. Yes. I knew I had something I forgot to do. That might work. Ooh. Actually, that might work even better. I doubt do me any good. No, that won't do me any good, damn it. Something. Okay. I'm just trying to find
Everybody keep your eyes peeled for whatever it was made this thing up here.
Fresh then.
Well, it's certainly more recent than bloody building.
Yes, but there's fresh and there's in the last year. I mean, is this recent as in very recent?
How recent do I think this bone altar thing is then?
I don't know. But as you clamber up to get a better look of it, there do appear to be it does appear to upset something, or somebody, I should say.
I'm not sure how old it is, but I think that thing over there that seems to be upset that I'm up here might have something to do with it. We can work out how old it is later when we calm this bugger down.
Okay.
Right, I'm just making the map because I haven't got one.
Fair enough.
FG 2019 should get me what I need. Should the FG 2019 map module gave me what not the right thing. Let's try that again. FG 2019. Does that seem to recall that was the backpack art pack? That's the one I wanted with backgrounds. And I can probably just find something that will do as a stone background. There we go. We can pop that there, put that underneath. Then we can just go back to layers and click on that layer and move that across to there, and then I can probably stretch it out to make it a little more big and impressive looking, like so. That will do, I think. And then let's have a look at the grid. Let's make that big. There we go. And then we'll just drop that down to that size, and then we can turn off snap to grid. And it's terrible, but it will do. And Rannick is we're gonna say Rannick's up the top, and the rest of you are sort of dotted around at the bottom for ease, like so. And then I shall like so, and then share the map with you guys.
Pretty.
Okay, yeah, I just did a quick Google. I don't know where I found that temple thingy from. I don't know who made it. I'm afraid I'll have to look it up in a second. Where did I find that? Oh, kindpng.com. So I don't know.
That appears to be very weather-toppy.
It does appear to be very weather-toppy, but it's enough to be round, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there is no set map for this one, although I've created the encounter, I do have to drop the bad guys on manually, so I'm just popping them on as we speak. But they do appear to be very upset with you defacing what obviously is something of religious and cultural significance. significance to them. There we go.
Oops. Hey, look. I haven't touched it yet. Hey.
Oh, damn it! You just did a variation of the joke I was about to make. So they haven't attacked yet, T. But anyway, okay, they're about to now though. What is their pace? Their pace is 7, so that's more than enough to get to Jelsa there. Okay, a huge clawing sideswipe catches Jelsa because she's looking up at Rannick, and as they pounce, I'm afraid Jelsa's not flying to the base of the mound, taking 3 wounds. Look at that sparkle. Taking 2 wounds.
I'm gonna Benny it one more. I'm Benny it one more. Benny it one time.
Okay.
So I dropped the Benny in there instead.
Yep, that's okay. Make the vigor roll. I like that. The Jelsa Sparkle Tips effect's been applied to Jelsa. Oh, that's looking better. That was...
No, I'll take the one. I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so yeah,
I'll
basically,
leave
yeah.
here against the altar, kind of stunned.
Yeah. For some reason, they're smaller than you guys, so they should be at least the same size as you, because they're big, but they're not big enough to be size 2. Okay, and this one's going to attack Bert.
What are they?
Abominable snowmen.
I was going to say they look like Yetis, so never mind. That would explain
That's
it.
why I made the Yeti joke.
I'm sorry. I was distracted. I apologise.
Svenka's obviously... basically, Svenka's parry is obviously limited by the fact she can only ever use one hand to defend herself based on her artwork.
Yeah, must be.
I don't think she cares if we see her nipples.
No.
I do.
Well, maybe your parry's problematic then, not hers.
Not looking. I'm not looking.
Actually, though, she's obviously very good at ducking. She's obviously very good at ducking. And the last one's going to attack Arena.
Rude.
Hitting. Doing. Enough to shake Arena. She gets attacked from behind. And that brings us to Rannick.
It's an abominable thing to attract me from behind.
Rannick gets his bow out.
Yep.
And is going to try and deal with a couple of these snowmen that are not attacking his mates below, because he's pretty sure his mates are going to be able to handle them.
Yep. Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's do that for you, shall we? There we go. It's 60 feet up. 30 feet up, I mean. Which will be 5 inches.
Are they, these things, are they humanoids or monstrous humanoids?
That's a very good question. Shall we find out? They are monstrous humanoids.
Right, and presumably they don't have any shape-changing abilities.
No.
Okay.
But they do stand 9 feet tall and weigh about 1.1 thousand pounds. 1,100 pounds, sorry. I'm going to say.
So they're big lads then?
They're big lads. I'm curious what they're immune to now. It's obviously... Oh, yeah, it's broken again. Oh, yeah.
Well, that being the case, actually, they will have been immune to my arrows anyway.
What are they?
Because my bow has the elemental cold.
They would be immune to your arrows then, which is so ironically, for once it's actually worked. Even though it didn't. Even though it didn't actually work, it technically should have done.
Yeah.
Which, if I Yeah. Okay, Arena recovers from being shaken.
Oh, would you stop that? Every time I try and control something with the mouse, he grabs the mouse and moves it. Because we've got a mouse each, both on the same computer. Right. Well, I think I'm going... No, hang on. They're not going to be any... Yeah, I think I'm going to turn into something fiery. How about a fire elemental?
Do a searching place on immunity. And that should fix all the and then I can just go through and fix all the immunity bugs.
Well, I'm Benny that pathetic roll. That's better. Same upgrades as before, please. The +2 pace and the extra time. And I will become whatever the biggest fire elemental is. Okay.
What, the Elder Fire Elemental?
Yeah, why not? Mind you, I don't think I need to be, actually. No, the one below that. The regular one. The size 4 one.
Regular elemental size 4, as opposed to the size 8 one.
Yeah, it's going to be cheaper. Let's just type in.
We give you fire elemental tokens. So much we give you. Got old ones as well. Yeah, why not? That looks quite cool. Let's give you that one for a change.
Excellent. And I will move to here because I don't want to burn Schnookums by accident.
Okay, so your pace is 10, your toughness is 10, your vigor is 3 dice, and your strength is 3 dice. And then you move.
That's a very pretty image you've given me. I like it.
Indeed, it's one of the new ones from Mythic Portal. I believe.
Where is that? Oh, there's Amber. Okay, Amber.
Do you not cause damage at the end of your turn?
I'm looking. I don't think so.
You moved away from Schnookums.
I did in case.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't do
No, you don't have a damage field. That's fine.
I didn't think I did. Amber is going to go running around the legs of this abominable snowman next to Jelsa and try and discombobulate it by her irritating athletics. Yes.
Effort.
I'm just bringing her up.
No problemo.
Wrong. Take that, snowman.
Woohoo! Okay. That's a creative combat roll. Let's see what we get. Obviously, you get a choice of distracted or vulnerable. Okay, so it's shake. You shake the abominable snowman. Do you want to make it distracted or vulnerable?
Has it gone yet this round?
Yes.
Then vulnerable, please.
It's the one that smacked Jelsa into the middle next week.
Definitely then vulnerable. Thank you. And I shall go boing. There we go.
Dawn of the Dread.
Yeah, so is Chelsea going to get off her ass and do something or not?
Chelsea's going to be fine. Haven't you noticed Chelsea's a really tough little gnome?
Chelsea's just trying to work out which way up is at the moment.
But Jels has a reason to live now. She's got a wedding to plan.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna die.
In fact, I'll Benny
I
that roll
jumped
just
on
to
that
see.
hidden beast and look at it. Couldn't even get a
That's
hand
okay.
on me because I'm.
So anyway, she heals a wound.
You heal one of Jelsa's 2 wounds.
Yeah, not great. I'm afraid he's mean. He's not great for bedside manner, but there you go. That is what it is.
Yeah, I think Jelsa came unshaken. And she's going to multitask here because she's going to take off all her wounds by using a potion healing.
Okay, that's one action.
Is greater healing, but on the second one, I will spend the 4 damn power points for the extra large area of effect. Oh yeah, that gets them all nicely. So, an extra power point for selective, and the extra power point for the larger area of effect.
It'll be interesting when someone plays an alchemist, they can't do selective powers.
No, they can't.
You're going to need to target everybody that fell into my area of effect for me.
If somebody plays a goblin alchemist, they don't care.
No, indeed. Don't they
You
get
got 'em
bonus
all?
damage? There's an edge to give them bonus damage with fire-based as well, alchemy effects, isn't there? Yes, I got
Called
them all.
fire.
Yes.
And my little
No,
glitter
it's called
tornado.
burn.
Is it?
Yeah, burn.
And having crawled past Donbrad here, my glitter whirlwind hits them all.
I know it's not the real name of the edge, but I'm fairly confident that we'll get the party's going to have a bard in it with the killing joke.
Oh, you didn't take my last wound off for the healing potion I used.
That's okay. I can take into effect that you rolled a 4.
Okay, well, I hit them all with havoc.
You hit them all with havoc. It's a successful casting because I forgot to take your wound off because you told me you did and I just ignored it. Okay, so they all get to make strength checks, don't they?
Yeah, first.
So you did +1 power point for selective and +1 for area of effect, which made it, that's where your 4 came from. I was just checking. They instantly become, they all become distracted straight off the bat, don't they?
Yep.
Then they get to make their strength rolls.
It just got a blast of glitter wind in their face. That would distract anybody.
Woohoo! Okay. Abominable Snowman, which is the one that smacked you, failed. Do you want to roll that 2d6? It is 2d6 inches, isn't it? Okay, they're going 12 inches. Wow.
Blasted them good that time!
Okay, yeah, that'll get into the 12. That knocks him all the way over there. Unfortunately, because of the nature of this place, it might not actually hit anything, but it's still good in the fact that, you know what I mean, you're getting them well out of them. They're going to have to run back in, as it were. Yeah, Abominable Snowman number 2. Ooh. I'm going to roll the extra dice to see if he doesn't critically fail. He's going, you're at the center of that, so he is actually, he will hit the wall as he goes through it. So that'll be 2d4 damage to him, which won't do anything. And Abominable Snowman number 3 makes his roll, and Abominable Snowman number 4 makes his roll, but he does bounce off that pillar as he moves. He's not going to bounce off that. He's going to hit the pillar, bounce off it, and then bounce off that pillar and then go over there. Why not? Taking 8 points of damage as he does so, which doesn't hurt him. Okay, that's, I believe, the end of your spell casting.
Yep.
Brings
that's
us to
my
Bert.
turn.
Bert's up.
Okay, well, Bert was getting ready to try to avoid this guy that was going to whack at him, but since he's not there anymore, instead, Bert is just going to step over here.
To the base of the mound.
I am going to imbue one of my arrows and shoot it at Abominable Snowman number 5.
Nice. It's so cool effect. I'm going to. You're in trouble when I start making adventures because I will have some very evil bad guys.
I have to say, for anybody watching, the $5 for the cool dice was a really good investment given how I'm rolling today. Works there.
Okay, -2 agility check. Fails. -2 agility check. He fails. -2 agility check. Okie dokie. Roll damage on all 3 of them.
Oh, I'm definitely going to Benny that.
Go for it.
Much better.
Whoa, nice Benny.
Oh, typical. It's only damage to the first one, but that's okay. 22 points of damage to the first one, so you get to roll 2 more times, it would appear.
Well, that's interesting because it applied it to all 3 the first time.
I know. Isn't that unfair?
Fine.
It technically isn't supposed to anyway, is it? It's, you know, these days you are meant to roll for each monster, it would appear, even though the old days it was roll once for extras and once per wild card, but they changed it,
Just wish
didn't
he
they?
could make his mind up.
Yeah. I look at it this way, you get more chances to hurt things if you individually roll.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense that it's different amounts of damage.
Yeah. So one is taken out. I do believe. Hang on. It wounded the same guy twice, didn't it? The 22 would have done the first one. 9 would have shaken the second one, but even though I don't think it's showing up, so. Oh, he's already shaken. That's fine. Then the last one was 13. But obviously it's 17, and that, yeah, that's better. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That worked as it's meant to. Let's clear targets for my ease, and okay, what's Schnook's up to?
Okay, so the 13 only shook.
The 13 wounded and shook.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, that is, get rid of my pointer because I like to have a clear map. Schnooks is going to, you know what? He didn't go flying. Schnooks is going to go over here and chew on number 3.
Okie dokie.
Boy, is he going to.
Get him, Schnooks!
He got in there good, did he? I'm looking something out. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. He certainly did, didn't he? Well done, Schnooks.
Oh, let's Benny that one.
Okay, let's Benny that. 1 Benny spent. Roll for damage. That's a wound.
And the other one's not going to do much. Okay.
Still a wound. Net result. Nicely done. Okay. What am I looking for? I am looking for... hang on, I'm sure it's in here somewhere. I know it is. Legendary new special abilities. Okay, fine. Okay. Here we go then. Abominable Snowman number 6. It's going to stride forwards and just glares right up at you, Radit. You get to make a spirit check, please.
Righto.
You're fine. But for a moment there, you felt you were gripped with that something about its glare was quite unnerving. But you basically are not shaken by it at all whatsoever. Therefore, angered by the fact it failed to paralyse you with a single solitary stare, it decides instead it's just going to rip Bert to shreds with a frenzied wild attack, hitting twice.
Ooh.
And for some reason it didn't apply the damage to Bert, so we'll just do it manually. So that is a wound and a shaken, which of course will become a wound if you know what I mean. Okay, you successfully soak the wound, which means you'll be shaken at the end of that, basically.
Yeah, we'll take that.
That's what I figured. Bubble Snowman removes his shaken status. He is going to... He's going to have to run, I think. Yeah, he's going to have to run to reach the party, because his pace is 7, so he's going to have to run to do it. Which he does, and then he's going to wildly frenzy attack. Choice, but he's going to do it anyway. On to the one that just blew all his friends away, and he misses badly, but not critically failing. Bonobald Snowman remains shaken. That brings us to a new round. Who's on hold? Oh, Savanka's on hold. She shouldn't have been on hold. She should have been off hold. So let's take her off hold and just let her act now. That would be the sensible thing to do, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Although I think what I managed to do there was delete her off the combat tracker instead of actually just taking her off hold. No, she got dealt in. Okay, she's got 20. Well, she should have the full 35 power points back. So she is going to. She's going to multi-action. She's going to multi-action. She successfully casts protection upon... Who haven't I targeted? I've missed Arena off. Where's Arena? Oh,
I'm that big fire.
You're the fire elemental, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And she's an ice nymph and probably has ice trappings on her powers.
Yes, so she probably would deliberately not have done ice protection upon the fire elemental. Sounds reasonable to me.
Because I don't want to explode.
No, which means everyone gets +2 armor. Which didn't apply to everyone. Why did that not apply? Oh, because she is in her action. Let's do that. Try it again. There we go. And for her second action, she is going to shape change. Yeah, that's something wrong there. Oh, do I not have? Oh, that'll do. Rough cold. So she's going to shape change into a water elemental because they're obviously immune to cold, so therefore change to water instead. There we go. That will cost her quite a few power points. So that will take it down to that. There we go. And now it's a new round. Right. She gets to go first. I'm not going to worry too much about the fact it says icy touch and all that. I can just do it. Going to be a strength 6 dice bash, so that would be quite cool. But she misses. Rannick, you're up.
Right, well, since my bow doesn't appear to be working, let's go with getting into melee.
Got to clamber down that 30 feet up he climbed.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If I can, I'd quite like to slide down. Because it'd be cool.
Make an athletics roll. Unless you critically fail, you'll make it. If you critically fail, you'll take damage. If you fail, you know what I mean.
Well, with that, what I'd like to do is because I've already annoyed them, I'll take a bit of the altar thing and slide down it, Legolas on a shield style.
Right, go for it.
And as I reach the bottom, I'm going to lash out with my spear at Abominable Snowman 8 and 6.
Go for it. They are 8. One of them's vulnerable and one of them isn't.
Yeah. And they had a nasty go at Bert, one of them, didn't they?
Number 6 did, the vulnerable one.
So as I'm sliding down, I'll be shouting, "You! Leave my mate alone, bugger!" That'll do nicely.
Hit with a raise.
So which one did I get first?
Let's untarget that one, so that's the vulnerable one.
That's the vulnerable one. Okay, so he's human and he's got a an enemy, but he's not a shape changer.
I don't think you rolled enough dice there for one single attack, personally.
You sure?
Yeah.
And then the other one.
I'm gonna have to show the one I made.
I thought there was a few ones there, but I hadn't noticed the other dice beforehand, so drat.
Yeah. And then I'll finish kind of on the ground next to their corpses.
Okay.
You alright, Bert?
Yeah,
And
it just stung a little bit.
Delta having shaken off being thrown up against the thing, and then effectively, so she's gonna step over to this one and randomly pull out a wand. God, I love these dice.
Just a cast growth on it.
I'm gonna bet you that one time, just because.
That's because. What I do like is the trail still changes the colour of my text, which is a nice touch. As it goes over the top.
I like the trail. Okay, well, I guess not. You better help me here, Randy. We got a wedding to plan.
Dawn of the Dread.
It's alright, Stunty's got you.
Yeah, I think we'll run up and see if we can skate it from behind.
Okay. It's quite a good gang up bonus there. Yep, that's a hit with a raise. +4 gang up bonus. 2 wounds. And it goes down.
Yeah, the Havoc did help. He still got that on him. Being distracted.
Indeed. Right, he's got to run. Because you're attacking, you're facing his altar. So he comes running back and gets to there, and that's all he gets to do. And with this one, all he gets to do is run back, I suspect. Oh, at least he gets to run the whole 12 inches back to from where. Oh, he gets to attack Bert. Oh, is Bert lucky?
You know, last time you did that, you got thrown way over yonder. You sure you want to do that again?
Yeah, obviously a bad move. Anyway, Snowman number 4. Right, let me click the run dice. I've obviously got all the tokens a bit. I've got the I can see what's happened. I've got the trace slightly overlapping. Okay. A frenzied attack upon the dwarf.
Oh,
That's 2 really big hits upon the dwarf. The first one possibly crunching into the armor, the second one being deflected by by the dwarf's parry. Yeah, the dwarf basically stands there and takes it like the tough little so-and-so he is.
painful that about you can do.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to come in and do a frenzied attack upon Rannick. They're good at hitting. These dice are a bit on the high rolling side, aren't they? These new dice are theirs.
I love the new dice.
Almost makes you wonder if they maybe coated it just a little bit. That will wear off. You buy it at first, so everybody's like, "Oh yeah, and then over time it'll go back to normal."
Yeah, I gotta get me some of them.
Actually, I must admit, I don't know how it works in Unity, but I do know in Fantasy Grounds Classic, the dice were proper physical entities. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like a random number generator. It really did. It really was just the physics of the dice being rolled, if that makes sense, that generated the numbers. Because you could drop the dice if you were really clever. You could drop the dice just to keep it on the same number and stuff, which was a nice touch.
You know, I'll take that one.
I'm good. Yeah, But what they did do, now what happens is, if you notice, is you can't pick up it. You used to be able to pick up like a D6 or a D4 and drop it so it didn't roll. You can't do that anymore. It literally will. You know what I mean? It just automatically rolls regardless. You're going to take the wound.
You can't spin them on the corners, though, can you?
You can't spin the D20 anymore. I do miss spinning being able to spin the D20. Sorry, die 20 as we should call it. Okay, Arena is up.
Die 20 sounds wrong.
I know, but apparently, you know, when you see in books D20, it was actually meant to be pronounced die 20.
Meh, never catch on. Okay. I'm going to. Around here.
There then.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to get.
I know you were.
Okay. And
Bit of targeting for you. Something nice like that.
I generally drop my attack on the thing, but thanks.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Let's clear splats. There we go.
That should do it.
That's a hit.
And that is fire damage, so it also needs to see if it catches fire. Unless it's dead.
I think they don't have a weakness to fire, so that's okay. Okay, so that'd be P6, and that's interesting. It was on its. It does seem to somehow get stuck on the corners sometimes, an angle. No, it doesn't catch fire, but it's.
For fire elementals,
It's an evasion roll.
it's the target makes an evasion roll, and if it fails the evasion roll, it catches fire.
Oh.
And if it fails the evasion roll, it catches fire and takes 2d6 damage.
Because I burned that hot. Oh, yes. Mwahaha. Excellent.
Do you actually see my dice? Do you
Yes,
see
we
my,
do.
as coloured dice now, or just shadows?
Yeah, as coloured dice, they're all kind of lava-y.
And
Well,
Amber
actually, they're coloured to match the Pathfinder logo.
Oh,
Sorry,
cool.
the Rise of the Runelords logo. If you the Rise of the Runelords logo is the red and the colours. So it's basically what I based them off. Yeah, Amber's going over there. Yes. Okay.
I think she's grabbed a mouthful of his hair and is tugging.
Yeah, he doesn't seem bothered by it.
Okay. She doesn't like the taste of it. She spits it out.
It brings us to Bert, who, David Heck, unshakes. See, they missed a trick there. What should happen is, I mean, I don't know how you'd code it, but it should use Bert's dice colour to unshake Bert.
That would be difficult to. Okay, Bert will drop his bow and whip out his fanged falchion and chop this guy. No, I said Bert will chop this guy. Crying out loud.
You need some new dice, Bert.
Yeah, don't tempt me. My wife is already threatening me.
It's $5. Even
What,
this
threatening
little
you
old
with new
retired, even this little old retired lady on a pension can manage $5.
They look very pretty for it. They were worth every cent.
Okay, Bert's gonna wave his fanged falchion around like he's threatening.
Okie dokie.
Snooks is gonna come over and claw at this thing like he's threatening.
Okay.
Show off.
Here, Bert, this is how you do it.
Oh, we're definitely, well, yeah, no, we're gonna Benny that one.
Snook, stop playing with your food.
Okay. Well, I mean, you might as well you might as well keep the shaken and just re-roll the first one.
True.
Because if you turn the first one into a wound, the second, you know what I mean? If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, never mind. Don't want to burn up all these bennies too fast.
You need
Got
pretty
one.
dice.
Okay, new round with Radit getting another Joker. That's not fair.
That'll do.
It's not fair. You're not supposed to get Jokers.
Here we are.
I'm supposed to get the Jokers. I want the Jokers. It's not fair.
Oh.
Right, so I'm going to multi-action then.
Okay.
So we'll start off by going for the one that Snooks has just shaken, as well as the one that Amber is spitting out the hair of, with a quick spin of the spear.
That contradicts each other there, by the way. You're going for the one that Snooks just shook, and the one that I know what you say. I know what you say. I think.
Yes,
Doing both.
yes, because I've got frenzy at the moment.
I mean,
So
don't
by
worry.
first action, I shall frenzy and attack both of them.
I see. Okay. Well, you hit them both with razors.
Lovely.
They're both vulnerable. Yeah, no, I'm afraid you don't hurt the first one, and you don't hurt the second one.
I don't. Bugger.
You kill him. Splat. And splat.
And then I'll run past this one. And then round the spear backwards into his back as I go past him.
No, he's just showing off, isn't he?
Yeah, totally.
We've been doing that.
He's
all
not
the-
vulnerable.
a lot of the-
No, he's not. So that's that damage roll instead. Oh, and add 4 to that because I moved far enough for my rhino hide to kick in.
Okay, splat.
Who's next, you buggers? Oh, all right. Think we got them all.
Okay, Snooks,
Unless
maybe
you
you
wake
weren't showing off.
something
He
else
definitely
up,
was.
Sorry?
Bert looks at Snooks and goes, well, okay, maybe you weren't showing off, but he definitely was.
Oh, I got red on me. Bugger.
Okay. Well, all is quiet again.
Okay, so maybe this weren't such a good place to, hang out, but I should maybe go up and check that stuff out again. Maybe they've left something up there that's worth, having. And I'll climb back up the top again.
Okay, you climb back up the top again. Looking around the lair, you notice scattered among their lairs. You now estimate there's about at least 20 plus sort of separate bedding areas, possibly close to 30, in fact, scattered about the place.
I don't think we got all of them.
Hey, you're
This
the one
is a
that
bad
said
place
it at
just
all.
to, stay. Don't know what you lot think.
Yeah, let's not invade somebody's home just for us to take a nap. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's not Goldilocks this place.
Aye.
I'm gonna come over and stand by Arena, not next to her, close enough to take damage, but close enough to get warm because it's freaking cold in this place.
So where to next then?
Well, I would point out that let's have survival checks from Bert and Rannick. He's a ranger. Yeah, no problem. What I will say is, as I say, you reckon there's probably about 30 different layers dotted about the place. And what you do know, Rannick, you do know about this type of thing is probably layers is where it would hide any treasures they have, but it's whether you really want to have to. They'll probably be rather well hidden in the vicinity of their lairs as well, of course, but it will take a lot of time to search all 30 of them.
I will, assuming that if this thing is of religious significance, those that are most important will get to lair closest to it. I'll check out the 3 closest lairs to the altar.
Well, yeah, it's more a case of if you really want to take. You reckon it's probably about 10 minutes plus work to search all of them, apparently.
Well, or this, Rannick. First of all, we got a really big job ahead of us, and we're not going to be able to carry anything we find. We're going to have to leave here and come back for it anyway. So why don't we just search then and get this over with?
It's more likely to be shiny things rather than money. As in items rather than money.
Well, what about like magic things that we could use? There's the question.
We also have lots of bags of holding.
Well, I can't tell if there's anything magic round here. You lot are all the ones that can see that kind of stuff. Why don't you just do your wibbly eye thing and see if you can?
Wibbly eye.
Oh,
Well, that thing where your eyes go all glazed and you can see sound and hear tastes and whatever it is you magic people do.
Magic side.
Aye, that detecting magic. Aye.
All right.
To be honest, it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes of it's a notice roll and 10 minutes of work of picking through refuse and rubble-filled dens, and per. So actually, I got that wrong. It would be 300 minutes to search all.
Anyway, so I take it Rannick is Rannick injured?
Actually, that's not strictly true. It'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll take about an hour to search the whole area. So while Irina's doing a search, it'll take Irina's searching for 10 minutes. So what do the rest of you want to do? Because obviously, the point being is if you all search different areas, then each of the 10 minutes it doesn't.
Yeah. One of them did get me stuck. It's not that bad, is it?
You've got to sort that out. That's going to get infected. That.
Oh, I'll give it a wash out then.
Svenka's going to go have a look as well for you. So that's 2 of you searching. Does anyone else want to search for the 10 minutes while the non-magical healing takes place? Bert does it as well.
I'll search for.
No, I'll search as well. But what I'll do is I will use a wand on Rannick.
Okay.
Well, Joseph's going to go out and search because Joseph's freaking nosy anyway. Okie
dokie. Well, my guts feeling there. But each of you takes 10 minutes to search the place. You also heal Rannick, I think. No, you don't. Yes, you do. But you don't find anything. So, Irina searched, Svenka searched, Bert searched, Jelsa searched.
Since it was magical healing, I'll have a search as well then.
And rank search, which is enough. So 5 of you, you get 5 successes, which is enough to find all the hidden magic items in this room.
Woohoo!
Aren't you lucky? There we go. Well, when I say magic items, all the items that you deem of value in this room. One, it appears to be a mithril breastplate. There seems to be a cobra-shaped platinum armband. There's a dagger, a figurine. It appears to be a bronze griffin and a ring.
Here, Stunty, this breastplate feels really light.
Yeah, but
Made it out of tin instead of steel.
You do not detect any magical animations. You don't detect. Yes, emanations. Yeah. The breastplate and the armband. I'm going to use that your occult roll for those, Dodred, are not magical. That leaves just the dagger, the bronze griffin figure, and the ram, which all are giving off magical auras.
Yeah, I'm not really paying attention. I'm distraught with the whole morality of this. So we turned up in what theoretically could be a temple and killed everybody. Why did we do that?
Because you're a paladin and therefore they're evil. That's what paladins do, isn't it? Okay, so the question is, Arena, are you examining the dagger, which you notice when it's examined, and although it's magical, it bears the unholy symbol of Lamashtu etched upon the blade, or the bronze griffin figurine, or the ring?
The figurine. I'm intrigued by it.
Okay, it appears to be a figurine of wondrous power.
Ooh.
In other words, whoever owns it has their own griffin.
Oh, so cool.
And it answers to the name of Binky.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, that goes with Schnookums and Skydancer perfectly then.
But it can only use blade twice a week.
It's a figurine. It's a miniature statuette of a creature an inch or so in height. When the figurine is tossed down and the correct command word is spoken, which apparently detect magic does actually help you discover, it becomes a living creature. The creature obeys the service owner.
I summon you.
The creature obeys the service owner, and otherwise it understands. Unless otherwise stated, it just understands common but does not speak. Logically speaking, probably given where it is, it doesn't say in the adventure, but it probably requires Thessalonian, but that's okay. But anyway.
Well, Jocelyn's got it in her head that anything with the those evil symbols on it might be more effective against Karzog, so she can go poke Irina and hold out the dagger and ask her, what does this do? Daggers I can carry.
Someone will have to make an occult roll to identify the
Well,
dagger.
that's why I specified that I just went and poked Irina and
Yeah.
said, Irina, what does this do?
Oh, look.
Okay, it is a vicious dagger.
What does that do?
Basically,
Sorry,
if you hit with a
reroll.
raise, when you hit with a raise, you must make a vigor roll or be shaken, but it adds +4 damage to the target.
Oh, I want it.
You want the evil dagger, basically.
I'm a gnome. I'm tough enough to resist it. Damn it.
Hey, Jelsa wants the vicious dagger.
Well,
The griffin seems to have already vanished there. That just leaves the ring.
Let's have a look at that. Oh, yep, you got it.
The ring is a ring of the ram.
Apparently, yeah. It's
Oh.
been tested against.
5 charges remaining.
Ever, or it recharges?
Ever.
As an action, the wearer can command the ring to manifest a barely discernible ram-like force to batter foes. The force strikes a single target, dealing 1d6 damage per charge, up to a maximum of 3 charges per use. This has a range of 10 inches. Anyone struck by the ram is knocked back 2d6. Creatures of size 3 or more are immune to the knockback effect.
1d6?
Per charge.
It's more about knocking him back than anything else.
Okay.
There you go.
You use it when you're fighting somebody on top of a tower, you see. You knock him off, and the ram doesn't hurt him.
But gravity does.
Well, no, gravity doesn't hurt him. Hitting the ground hurts them.
It's the sun
Gravity
stop.
itself
It's
won't
the
go
sun.
out.
It's the sudden stop that hurts. It's nothing to do with
Yeah, that
gravity.
is painful.
I mean, gravity doesn't hurt. It's the sudden stop that gravity causes that will hurt when you at the bottom. Indeed, really. So there we go. I'll let you allocate those as you see fit. Unless you just want to sell the mithril breastplate and the cobra-shaped platinum armband. The armband has rubies for eyes.
You're trying to tempt Jelsa, aren't you?
Ruby's eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell you what, I'll take the armband.
Okay. Just leaves the ring of the ram and the mithril breastplate.
That jogs a memory. Eyes on a band of metal.
Yeah, maybe it's. Oh, you probably don't want that bronze statue, then, do you,
Why?
Brannick? I was gonna say.
No, I don't want it. Reenie's put it away somewhere, and that's probably just as well.
Yeah, because that's a statue. It could be looking at you, Brannick.
Oh. I didn't think he was affected by Tidgy ones.
Well, get out of here. Didn't Reenie say? Reenie, didn't you say you wanted to look at that triangle building?
Yes, I'm intrigued by the pyramid.
It's a statue.
Want me to scout it out again, or do you want Sparkle Tits to go check it out?
What?
I'll take my free reroll for my elven boots, see if I can do better. Yes. So I'll sneak up on this triangle.
So it doesn't see you coming.
Yeah.
So what does the armband do?
Looks pretty.
Just treasure.
Yeah.
Treasure.
Just for the sake of people being closer, I'll do that.
I don't know. I kind of like the ring too. Can I have the ring, guys? Can I?
You know what? I had a funny feeling that you were going to take the ring because the thought of pushing people, picking people up and throwing them, you know what I mean? Around, I thought you'd find that hilarious.
What the hell it does? I want the ring.
It's like a havoc. It's like your own personal little havoc spell. You point your finger at a creature and he gets hit.
I'm afraid the triangular building is purely just a triangular building. I have no description of it whatsoever.
Okay. Well, let's
I'm disappointed.
sneak further through the... No, let's not sneak further. Let's ring a bell.
Let's have a look what's over here then.
Make you wonder,
As you casually drop something down a well.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Very strange.
Yeah, this bloody place goes on forever, ever.
What's the double spotted thing to our right?
Just buildings. Oh, giant-sized buildings.
Alright. Can we look for the one with the big arrow over it?
Apparently, there isn't one. There's just that face staring down all the time. Looking at you, Andre. Running.
So
Don't
what's
like
this
it.
building here?
It's just watching you. The whole mountain is just watching you all the time.
Do not like it.
Could you ever have known how much trouble that phobia was going to cause when you decided it?
No, but it was in keeping when they got it, wasn't it? Because they were surrounded by statues at the time.
Oh, absolutely.
It's never gone away.
But I think it's been more useful to you as a GM than any of the bad guys you've ever fielded.
I think it's been, but from a role-playing perspective, for Dondrad and Radic, it's been gold as well, though.
Bastard Thessalonian, bastard statues.
I rest my case.
I mean, can't they use one of their advances to buy off a hindrance like that?
They can.
Yeah, but that would be no
they-
fun.
Yeah, well, exactly. But I said you could have used, if you really hate it, you could have gotten rid of it by now, right?
I did actually check. There are only 18 advances in the D20 in the original Pathfinder.
Wow.
So you never even get to 20th level in D20 in this one.
Boo.
No good. Where's the
Okay. As Dondrad's pointed out, that one looks interesting. Let's try and scout that one out without being so noisy this time.
Yeah, we're
I'm
talking
doing it
about
right
you, Danny.
I mean, it's got why has it got a big yellow thing?
That's got to be something.
Oh, I can see it from here. Aye. That's got to be a tempo, isn't it?
Aye.
Have you noticed from here you can see right up that giant head's nose?
Did you have to? Did you bloody well have to?
It's a main. It's the main drag right down there. Look, it's a main street.
Yeah, and that building's got a seven-pointed star on the top. It's got to be important.
Aye, well, you know, I don't know if anybody noticed, but when we were fighting the undead tentacle thing, that had a
Sihedron ring.
Sihedron ring as well.
We should maybe have grabbed that, but it turned into gas, didn't it?
No, I don't think it's a. No, I don't take it. I don't pick up anything with a Sihedron on it.
Well, not unless you were intending to burn it.
Aye, not unless you're
Let's go
intending to
let's
destroy
go down the back of this road.
What, that you mean you want to clamber over the don't forget,
Yeah,
remember
you're,
what
you're,
that
you're
is.
more than welcome to climb over all that.
Yeah, that's the glaciers that have swallowed giant-sized buildings.
Good
you
point.
remember.
Okay, probably walking down the street is the sensible thing then.
At this point, that street is about 75 feet above the ground as well.
Right.
That's why Bert's walking under it.
There's quite a few buildings up here as you get up. There's this section. It's looking at things. Other interesting buildings. The architecture seems to have changed. I'm going to lock the tokens purely just to give me time to go and find what I was looking for.
Yeah, these circle buildings here to our left look kind of interesting too.
Xin-Shalast locations. I do believe at this point you have entered different option. I am looking. I must have take too long. I must admit, there's parts of me that does wish that the
What, they had re-edited it?
No, not that. The changes they made to the reference manual for the idea that when you're using Builder and all that, and the fact you can just do, because basically you had to have story entries for map entries in the before, but now you can get away with just using reference manual as story entries because they've made the changes, if you know what I mean. And it's so much nicer now in keeping it all in one bloody place than having to do it the old-fashioned way. But anyway, so you've just been heading through the whole area you've been heading through there. Although, again, they contradict themselves. They said the whole place is giant buildings, but apparently they're saying they're oversized buildings here as well. But so where you're currently walking through at the moment, the buildings are oversized. Massive edifices extend all the way up the shoulder of the valley, overlooking the city. So obviously you're climbing upwards as you come up this way. These areas are accessed via gigantic unsupported spans of hundreds of feet in the air that extend the Golden Road to the mountains. Oh, wow. Here we are. Moving through there relatively quietly, you do, because it's all random encounters and there's no decent maps for this area, but I'm assuming you're spending your way quietly, and other than Rannick shouting like a loon at the start, you do spot several tribes of giants moving through the place, including Cloud, Frost, and even Storm Giants. But
let's try not to let them notice. We don't want to have to kill loads of giants, or have them maybe kill us.
Indeed.
And then I believe here, as you getting further up into this area to the north here, massive works of architecture that appear to have been erected to all visitors, and obviously they seem, this whole area just to the north of you here and over here definitely give the impression of much more spectacular in effort, and obviously almost like they've been there for awe and grandeur.
Yeah, it's a class society. The further you live up the hill, the more kind of wealthy you are.
Aye. I reckon we should certainly check these places out, especially that one with all pointy bits on roof.
Yeah, the big building with the Sahedron on it, I think.
Aye.
I agree.
Needs to be burnt to the
also,
ground.
it should be pointed out, that area, actually, I forgot, actually, that area you wanted to walk through earlier, actually, stopped being a glacier, actually. It's now actually, it's the whole area seems to be buried under a tide of unnaturally fecund lichen growth. But it's like, so it's lichen all over the glacier and all over the buildings. So this area here is literally all lichen growth and, you know what I mean?
Unusual for temperature such as this for a lichen to be growing.
Yeah, lichen, I should say. But anyway, there we go. That's the situation. So, guys. Oh, sorry. I sure unlock tokens again so you can move freely. It was just I wanted to lock them just to give you an idea of the area before. Okay. Have a look at this one. A massive. Okay. Right. Oh, there's a map. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Old file. Okay. So, This is the biggest, from what you've seen so far, this appears to be the biggest building in the city. It's it's literally as you get closer and closer, you get the impression that it's a massive covered arena and amphitheater composed on a foundation shaped as a vast Sihedron rune. And obviously, the magnificent edifice rises more than 15 feet to an elaborate 7-panel dome of crystal from which a slender spire extends another 200 feet into the air. 7 towers surround the dome. Each one appears to have been dedicated to each of the 7 Thessalonian schools. Though the building shows signs of the years, with parts of the facade having fallen away and some other lesser domes fallen in, the great central dome and spire remain intact and alive with the multiple permanent light spells that circumscribe their interiors, creating a shining beacon in the sky above.
Well, they like to announce themselves, don't they?
Side is a ring-shaped maze of access tunnels and gates surrounding a vast arena floor. The arena seat. This is obviously the arena seats surrounding this heptagonal battleground can accommodate up to 150,000 spectators. Obviously, don't forget they're built for big people, not humans.
Wow. That makes me feel incredibly small. This must be what it feels like to be you, Joseph.
Aye.
But I think big.
Yeah, and we can tell.
Okay, Bert's kind of interested in this ladybug building.
Got an out for that one.
So, can we get inside the Sihedron building?
You can, yeah, you most certainly can if you want to. It appears to be sort of.
Yeah.
I smell water, I think.
Well, don't go and look at it then.
Water would be frozen up here, Rannick.
It is. That's what the snow is made from.
So it has to be magical water if it's not frozen. Be careful. We got a wedding to plan.
Could
We
be a
like
thermal spring, Joe.
solid water.
No idea what that one is. For some reason, they've marked it as blocking line of sight, but very strange. I have no idea what it is.
It's blue.
That narrows it down.
You're not allowed to run off here and get yourself killed, Rannick.
Super intelligent shade of the colour.
Might be.
Give the party.
Is this another like fortress type thing?
Looks like it. It's just a it looks like it. I'd say most of the buildings are descriptions, but are you not entering the Sihedron building then? I mean, if you're moving around this,
let's go in the Sihedron building.
It's only because the dwarf asked. You don't have to, by the way. The heroes might destroy on their own exploration. Okay.
That looks like a racetrack.
Right, okay. Well. Grannik's moved over there. That means I get to hit him with the nasties in that one on his own.
Oh, he had to.
Okay.
Yeah, because he goes running off again.
He's run around everywhere. He's run around areas. Bearing in mind, he can't basically. And I am ignoring the fact that there's meant to be, because they don't provide you decent maps. I'm ignoring the fact I'm supposed to be hitting you with random encounters and monsters all over the place because we don't need that to test it. Anyway, from Braddock's perspective, he's gone into there. For events too large to even to be held in Locus, okay, it is basically where obviously chariot races took place. In fact, based on the murals, you reckon this was this is where Mastodon chariot races took place?
Bloody hell!
Well, that must have been a mammoth task setting that up.
other depictions seem to indicate this also seem to be a place for wizard jewels, and it looks like siege weapons. And also does appear that there were some horse-drawn chariot races as well.
That's kind of a woolly situation.
Basically, as far as it looks like, basically, you get the distinct impression that quite a lot of people have died here over the years based on the artwork. However, much events that basically estimating on its full size and looking on the seating, you reckon 250,000 spectators would have probably fitted in here. But the southern portion of the circus has been enveloped, and but literally seems to be that lichen seems to be growing all over the southern end of it, slowly advancing over.
Let's leave that well enough alone.
I want to see what I can figure out about that lichen stuff with my knowledge of wild things.
It seems to you get the distinct impression that it's sort of that possibly is where it started growing from, all the way back down there.
Is it natural though?
Well, okay, so
That's kind of a, how do you define natural?
okay, so
Non-magical, non-technological.
So, from your as you're looking at the area, so you estimate that the basically at some point in the past there was obviously some. Well, you know, you were told about the volcanic eruption. It looks like the area, the area where the lichen's going, looks like it was probably a pyroclastic flow rather than lava bombs, and also looks like there's evidence that it was a devastating mudslide that sort of destroyed most of the buildings in this area. You reckon the nutrient-rich mud that cascaded into this quarter and buried the dozens of buildings and the thermal springs and all that. So there's a combination of nutrients, mineral-laden waters, and a favourable environment caused by the warming and humidifying effect of the hot springs. It seems to have allowed a strange plant and fungal growth. So, is your estimation of what's happened there? The area is now this ecosystem's flourished, expanding across much of the area and covering it in an enveloping tangle of pallid vines and sheets of lichen, or lichen, I suppose. The overgrowth ground, the buildings beneath to rubble and then into soil, creating more opportunities for growth and leading strange high-altitude fungus jungle filled with hidden ruins and unexpected flora and fauna. There we are.
Cool.
It hasn't really expanded further due to the mud fields.
Could be weird, is what it is.
Fertile soil, artificially warm. Oh yeah, don't forget this city is actually warm because it's an artificially warm climate. Don't forget, magically so. So it's cold outside, but in here it's warmer.
That explains Chelsea picking up.
You also determine that the plant life is unnaturally healthy and also unnaturally large, and you think it's begun to mutate in that it's created a species unlike anything you've seen before.
Oh, let's not eat it then, eh? Just in case.
And you can now you're quietly examining it deeper. You can hear the idea. You do get the impression of weird and mournful cries coming from somewhere within the tangled jungles.
Takalili.
No, just not so much that. Just anyway.
Weird. Okay.
I think actually the best example I give. Do you remember in the article when you found that jungle?
Yeah.
That makes this place look nice. Sorry. This place makes that jungle look nice is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I took it that way, even if you didn't say it that way.
Yeah. So the extensive details of the depths are beyond the scope of this adventure, but should the party decide to explore this area, basically, yeah, it gives you quite explicit details of what to do to you. So, yeah, don't go in there.
Let's not go there. I get this feeling from above.
terrifying forms of sentient plant life, creatures that exist in symbiotic relationships with them, shambling mounds, immense tendriculuses, and those captured alive are taken to the hot springs, where they're suspended alive above the water, where their bodies are slowly drained of nutrients to feed the plants.
Now, getting taken to hot springs sounded nice, but after that, not so much.
Yeah, I have to admit, there's some bits of this map that really annoys me, in the fact that they describe this lovely place. They go, "Here's a corner of it." Okay,
So where to now?
Well,
We're going to go up that bugger's nose.
I
You
don't
mean
think
going-
that would be necessary. Did we investigate the ladybird like he asked to?
The ladybird appears to be just an interesting looking structure, if I'm honest. I think the plan was, well, there was a discussion of, did you want to go into this building? You don't have to.
Oh yeah,
by
we
the
were
way.
going in the Tehedron, weren't we?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
It's a recurring motif on the bad guys. So
Yes.
I was a bit suspicious.
Okay. I am good. You do. Can I have notice checks? Please.
Although they don't seem to actually pray to evil gods, though.
I think I saw it.
You did.
That shouldn't be fatigue, didn't you? Unless that's new fatigue.
No, I don't think it was ever removed from way back when.
Okay. Yep. Okay. You hear someone calling for help and whimpering coming up in this building as you start examining. There seems to be, the tunnels, everything. There seems to be an echo, and someone's calling for help.
We best answer that call. Let's follow the sound of the voice.
Aye.
Give us a.
Well, what can you hear then?
Maybe it's one of our skulk friends. Is it speaking Thessalonian? I think my passing notice.
What
Oh,
language
that's
is the help cry in?
Actually, yeah, it probably is a crying Thessalonian. Think about it.
What's it saying?
Help.
It could
Well,
well
I
be
don't
one.
know.
It,
It's just
it
it
could,
all
it
sounds
could well be one. It could
gibberish.
well be some of the. It could be well be one of the some skulks. I mean, you have noticed out the corner eye, they do seem to be following you around as if they're trying to protect you or at least keep an eye on you. Not in a bad way, obviously. You know what I mean. It's obviously, since they're heroes, they don't want anything nasty happening to you. But so far, you've obviously managed to save yourself, so they haven't had to get involved. Aren't you lucky?
If I've heard a cry for help, I'm going to be unable to resist finding out what's going on.
Yeah. Figured. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking something out, so that's fine by me. Okay. Yeah. Basically, you start following it. It doesn't. You definitely get the distinct impression that something's going on as you start working your way through the convoluted maze of passages and tunnels and everything else. You do start finding fresh freshly killed skulk bodies. And it looks like they obviously, and it looks like something's happened very recently. Something attacked them. Eventually, you do basically find an opening, and as you step out into the open area, you realise you've walked out into the corner of the arena.
What? This is a Hydrogen building then?
Mm-hmm. It's basically
It's like a Coliseum. Well, I suppose it wasn't that far away from that racetrack, was it?
Exactly.
So aye.
So what? They're again. You've noticed there's two statues standing either side, watching you. And
So there's nothing to see in here, but we should leave then.
Bloody bastard Thessalonian statues again!
there appears to, there's also what appears to be two skulks. The cry, just as you get a bit closer, the crying does seem to it's cut off just as you step out into the amphitheater area, and what you see are two crimson horrors walking upon six long thin legs. Its face neither a skull nor a spider, but some horrid mix of the two. Each of them holds in one of their pincers a freshly severed, decapitated head, I should say.
Wait, we don't see them on the map.
They're probably outside the range of your limit. Let's put some lighting in.
Yeah, because there are permanent light spells in this place, lighting the whole place up, aren't there?
There are indeed.
Okay, they're not even remotely disturbing, are they?
Big uglies, guys, big uglies.
Oh. Yeah, that's revolting.
So here's a good question for you: are they inherently evil?
I'll give you
I
three
don't know,
guesses.
but I thought we should burn them with fire.
No, they're later.
Oh, right, okay. I don't have so much with a fire. I can do ice, but not fire.
They appear to have noticed you and start advancing towards you.
Yeah. So I answer the question. So are they evil then? Are they?
Well, where are you? What do you think?
I think what Donrad is saying is he's using detect evil.
Detect evil.
Yes, they are most certain. Oh, well, you can do that on your turn, can't you?
I was going to say that before as we walked in there. As you did the description, I would instinctively know.
I know. Detect evil. You don't know if they're evil or not.
Oh, right. Well, we'll be like that then.
They're out of range. Well. Oh, yes, I was about to...
Being creeped out by the horrible red spider things.
And the statues. Don't forget the statues. They're looking at us too.
Yeah, but they're not
God,
coming
They're
at
worse.
They're big.
sinewy, horrible limbs.
They're big buggers, aren't they?
Yet.
On the bright side, at least it's not statues of spiders.
Oh, okay. That's a mistake. Let's change that. It's a shame because I didn't add them on to. Oh, hang on. That's because I'm doing the wrong one. Let's do that one. combat tab. That's what I need to do. Okay, right. Okay, so it gets to there. It sends out its gets to there and extends its tentacles. Let's try that again. And extends its tentacles to attack Snookums and Jelsa. Missing the two of you because you're smaller than it is.
I'm going with that being as an unfriendly thing.
I don't think it likes us.
It just wanted to give us a hug.
You hug it. It's horrible.
Pretty sure that's not a hug, but
That's a face even its mother couldn't love, I'm telling you.
Righty ho. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Medium burst template. Just there. Okay. Okay.
Ew, don't spit. That's nasty.
Okay, you're all hit by the ice storm that suddenly explodes all around you, including Rannick.
Surprisingly, Amber is missed.
yeah, Amber's hiding underneath something.
Yeah,
Hiding under Dondrad and his shield.
Okay, so Amber is not affected. That's fine. So Ice Storm is 3 power points. It doesn't need to make it any larger. That's fine. I'm going to spend 5 power points to make it AP 4 and another 2 power points to increase the damage because I get the raise. So that makes it 7 power points. Okay. So I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to spend the power points on AP because I can't be asked to sit there and try and work out how to take those back. And Rannick
Where did that come from?
Rannick takes no damage. Irina takes a wound.
Soak.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's. Oh dear.
You do.
Bert takes 2 wounds. Bear in mind, this is cold damage. If you've got any vulnerabilities or immunities, let me know. Schnookums takes 3 wounds. And Jil's is shaken. Panic is unharmed. Arena
I'm
soaks the
only shaking
damage.
because it's so cold.
Bert soaks one of them, but it's the whole. And obviously, Schnucks is obviously going to have to spend his last penny on soaking that. And fails.
You want to remove Snook's fatigue?
Oh, I do
Not
actually.
that it made a difference.
That is true, though. Schnooks is fatigued. Schnooks takes 3 wounds as he's literally frozen in place. Oh, and didn't do damage on Savenka. Just need to do damage on her, and we're done.
Yeah, but she's an ice nymph. Presumably, she's immune to it.
That's what I was thinking, actually. Icy touch, innate powers, exude ice. I don't think she's immune to cold, believe it or not. No, she isn't immune to cold. She's fey. Down. She takes a wound. She will attempt to soak it. I think she does.
Just a bit.
Just a
Should
bit.
be using the frost dice.
I don't have them. Donjad, you're up.
Yeah, so anyway. Dondrad parries it with his shield. And then he's going to charge the nearest one.
Are you going to smite evil first?
The
paladin?
No, I can't because I've got to detect evil first, don't I? It's an action.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't
it's
have
a
to
free
detect
action.
evil.
It's a free action. The paladin chooses an enemy as a free action. If the enemy is evil, you get a free reroll any failed athletics, throwing, fighting, or shooting rolls against that target.
Right, okay,
for the
I
remainder
thought-
encounter. You may use this ability once per rank per encounter. So you're legendary, aren't you?
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if I had to detect it first.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You just say smite evil, and it will either work or it won't work.
Right. Okay, I shall still gallop into there. The shield will go away.
Are you smite? Are you activating smite evil?
Yes, I'm smiting evil.
It is evil.
Right.
That's evil.
So, yeah, here we go.
Can't blame her for touching it. It was inside a microwave.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think we need to smite it.
Go for it.
Right, I'll smite that.
Yeah, the paladin definitely needs aura dice.
I think what we'll do is Benny the damage, see what happens.
Okay.
Yes. So I dash forth going, "You're evil!" And I sling the shield over my shoulder as I run in and basically running at full pelt and skewer it with a two-handed sword.
Oh, thank you, evil. Okay. Okay, there's a bug in these. Their blood draining gaze wasn't a separate ability, so I missed it. All creatures within 8 inches of the Scarlet Walker are subject to the monster's blood draining gaze. Okay, so you got away with that one because I missed out on that.
I've got to ask you, are they undead as well?
No.
No, right, okay. Because the sword I stabbed them with him is Bane against undead. So.
Yeah, no, they're not. Except they're broken. Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to do much after that. Because you didn't hit it with any of those. You didn't hit it with that. Okay. It's incapacitated. Splat. Rannick.
All right, Rannick will reach into his magic pouch and throw out his bolas to wrap around the legs of the other Scarlet Walker, binding it up and holding it in place.
I assume that's a mystic power you're activating there.
I am activating a mystic power, yes.
What's your range of your mystic power?
Range is my smarts, but I'm moving towards it as I'm doing it, so I will be in range when it happens.
That's fine. That's why I was asking.
And then I will poke it with your stick.
It's got the same reach as you. Yeah, bug it with a stick.
Can it? Is it a shape changer by any chance?
No.
Okie doke.
I have to admit, actually, that thing, when it walked up, should have just drained all your blood by staring at it, I think. but I didn't. I because of the bug I put in it, I didn't notice. A subject of all affected creatures, figure roll or thin streams of blood pour from your eyes, flow through the air and into the eye socket like bits of the Scarlet Walker's face.
Wishing it, but as one of them's already down, I think I might change what I'm going to do. Come out here and
First, I've got some sound effects, so this is fine. There we are. Oh! Yeah, it's like drop there, go back.
I know.
Go for it.
I am going to yes, completely actually. Well, no, I could, or I could power it up. I'm going to lightning bolt it. I'm just deciding to spend my modifier points on.
Okay.
I'll make it great. Too grateful and armor piercing. Greater bolt with armor piercing.
Okie dokie. Need to do an AP effect somehow, don't I? That's what I need to add in. Okay, that's a hit. With its magic resistance.
Go ahead. Oh, come on. That's pathetic. Yeah, I'm betting that. Not a lot better. AP6.
Okay. So you did 16 points of damage to it. We're taking its toughness down by its armor because it's got AP6. You did AP6 on it, so that will wound it.
Good. I need my power points taken off now. Oh, my one power point. It's such a cheap power. Oh, yeah. Hang on, no, what? Ignore 2 points of penalty to it.
Yeah, 2 points of penalty.
Amber's so not going anywhere near those, so you can just carry on.
Okay.
Sorry, we're sharing control of the mouse, so there we are.
Okay. Stepping out of portals are two creatures composed entirely of bone.
Well, give the fox a bone.
Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So the first thing that will happen. Okay, they eat a. Oh. I've got a picture of these. These would be cool if I do.
This is bad. The GM's turned into Frankie Howard again.
Did he not? And D for bone. There we go. Yeah,
hey,
there
we're
we
in
go.
Torum. You know, a funny thing happened on the way here.
That's what comes out of the portals.
But he's got a tale to tell.
Indeed. Funny enough, that's exactly what he's going to
Yeah,
use
but I've
right
got
now.
a bone to pick with him.
He stings Bert and misses. He goes to sting Savenka and misses. Bert is no longer shaken.
So they both failed to make a point.
They did indeed.
Okay, we're going to start with Bert drinking a potion of healing.
Okay. Bink.
Boink. And then I will go ahead and chop at this thing with
Okey-dokey.
my Fangfalchion.
Tell you what, if I can.
Should have gone for a frenzy tail stinger, but I didn't. So that's a hit. You shake it.
I'll take the shake.
That is unpleasant.
I will
But strangely less freaky than the red spider.
stay there.
Snooks unshakes, but it's in a very bad way.
Oh, shickles.
Schnooks is going to come over to here and test the Bone Devil.
Okie dokie. Yep, go for it.
And not do much.
No, but it is hurting. And Jels is up.
I
think
know if
Jels
I
on
pay
shook.
for- Yeah, and if I pay for the extra area of effect, I can get both of them. So target them both for me. Oh,
Yep.
I got them. Yep. And using selective. I love this spell.
It'll be Havoc then.
Yes. I don't know how it fell off my sheet for a while, but I'm glad I remembered it. Damn it. So they're automatically, distracted, and because now they gotta pass their... Oh, and that's, with the raids.
It's a -2 on their modifier, isn't it?
Yep.
They ain't going anywhere.
Well, them are strong boogers, and I'm gonna back the hell up here between these guys and go, those guys are not nice.
Rather an interesting one.
They are distracted now.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to do some considerable relining of sight on this map, but I'm not sure how. The honest answer. Have a think about that. Okay, well, Svenka's up. She's basically going to bolt. Hang on. She's going to take 2 actions. First action, she bolts the Bone Devil. Missing. As a second action, she's going to move to over here. It does provoking an attack, unfortunately. Which misses. So that was a bolt for 1 power point, and then for another 3 power points. Gonna cast a spell. And she heals 1 wound on Schnookums.
Oh.
And I think that's a good place to leave it.
Seems reasonable.
We shall leave it there with as you're fighting on the blood-soaked sands of the Colosseum. So spend your pennies, get your power points back, and we shall leave you there.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's good. So I hope you got on okay with that one. You got interesting fight. I'm going to have to work out. I need to work out some way to deal with the line of sight, I think, on this one, because it's making it all walls means you can't. These things shouldn't be walls. Because, these are viewing down, and people down there should be able to view up. going to have to work out some way to rejig all of this area, and I think I'm going to have to make it all into windows, so they're in, not toggleable windows, but whole areas so they can't be seen. Because I want the bad guy to be able to see them, and I want to be able to, them to be able to see the bad guy, especially as they've moved out now, so I'll have to deal with that. But anyway, we shall leave it there. So we'll return to Xin-Shalast next Tuesday. In the meantime, on Saturday we have a Halloween-based adventure, and of course on Sunday we have Deadlands. We'll see you there.